Seoul Station is an area dense with subways, buses, taxis, and trains. Reporter Kwon So-won paid a visit to the bustling transportation hub.
구매하고 그리고 찍고 들어가는 모습이랑 이제 티머니 사용법을 보여주려고.
The station is filled to the brim with people using public transportation. So hits her stride covering the many uses for the T-money card.
스케치로 사람들 이제 사고 찍는 것도 많이 담으려고 하긴 하는데요.
In Korea, the T-money smart card is used as a transportation card and as digital money. It can be used for subways, buses, taxis, and now it can be used all over the country. In 2004, Seoul Metropolitan City reformed the public transportation system, and a new transportation card called the T-money was introduced.
Well, sometimes I try to look for my item in my daily life, and that was the case this time because I myself am a user of the T-money card, but there was this one day when I forgot my card when I left my card at home, and it was very inconvenient for me to just go to work because I just had a 10,000 won bill in my wallet, and it's really hard to change that inside a bus. So I had to go to the supermarket to change my money and then again buy the fare, that is. So yes, I really realized how convenient the T-money card is and thought, why don't I do a report on that? Because Korean transportation card system is very advanced compared to other countries, I heard.
Soa's crew moved to outside of Seoul Station and decided to ride a bus.
안녕하세요. 저 죄송한데요. 저희가 T-money 카드 찍는 모습을 좀 촬영해도 될까 하는데요. 같이 타면서 괜찮을까요?
Soa asked for consent from the bus driver and the passengers first. People get on and off the bus, and reporting while the bus was in motion proved difficult.
환승입니다. 내릴 때 카드를 대주세요. 내릴 때 카드를 대주세요.
20초 후에 찍어야지.
네.
Soa tries using the T-money card again, and thanks to the driver, she finishes her coverage on the bus.
감사합니다.
The crew returned to the bus stop in front of Seoul Station. Soa decided to ask people what they thought about the T-money card.
T-money 버스 이용하실 때 T-money 교통카드 사용하세요? T-money 거 쓰시죠? T-money가 좀 어떤 면에서 편한지 좀 부탁드릴게요.
지금 202번 이제 곧 올 때가 돼가지고.
저희 진짜 30초면 되는 답변. 왜 이용하시는지 저 인터뷰 짧게 부탁드릴게요.
시간 있어?
금방 돼요. 30초면 돼요, 정말. 그 답변만.
안 할 건데.
다음 거 하나만 기다려주시면 돼요. 네? 같이.
안 돼요. 우리 지금 어디 가야 돼서.
It's not easy to secure an interview as everyone's pressed for time.
같이 하셔도 되고. 길 건너고 할게요.
What do people think of the T-money card?
대중교통 이용하실 때 어떤 방법으로 결제하시는지 말씀해 주시고 그게 왜 편한지 좀 얘기해 주세요.
예, 교통카드 중에 T-money가 있는데 이게 할인 혜택도 있고 환승할 수 있는 게 있어가지고 이 카드, 교통카드 많이 사용하거든요.
또 다른 편리한 점 없을까요?
한 번 충전하면 계속 쓸 수도 있고 하니까 이런 게 편한 것 같아요.
네, 감사합니다.
고맙습니다.
저기 카메라 있는데, 네.
질문.
네. T-money 교통카드를 사용하시는 이유랑 어떤 면에서 가장 편한지 좀 말씀 부탁드릴게요.
환승 때문에 사용을 많이 하게 돼요. 저같이 이제 대중교통을 많이 이용하는 사람들한테는 조금 더 편하더라고요.
카드로만 사용하시나요? 아니면 어떻게 아까 핸드폰으로 사용하시나 했는데
핸드폰으로도 사용을 하고요. 카드로도 사용을 하고 가끔 이제 지갑을 놔두고 올 때가 있거든요. 그럴 때는 휴대폰에 있는 T-money를 사용하고요.
네. 감사합니다.
네, 고맙습니다.
On that day it was actually pretty hard because Seoul Station is a place where many people transfer to other places and they're waiting for their bus, so they say they have no time for the interview. That's why I even asked them, when does your bus come? And by asking those tens of, 30 people or so, I realized that they actually all use the T-money card or credit cards to take public transportation. So that was quite interesting. There weren't any people who said they're using cash to take the bus.
Soa goes to Seoul Station's subway line this time. She met with people who use the T-money card for public transportation, and now she prepares for her stand-up.
찍고 나서 네.
찍고 나오면서 얘기해.
네.
Dozens of people come and go, and announcements ring through the station non-stop. It's not easy to film her stand-up.
The part of the T-money card is its integration system.
T-money 카드 하면 보여줘.
Is its integration system.
Soa tries recording her stand-up. Can she do it in one go?
The most convenient part of the T-money card.
She has to do it again as she stood in the wrong place.
This one card can get you where you want to go.
한 번 더 갔으면 좋겠는데 너무 급하게 왔어.
네.
Soa stands in front of the ticket gate. She films her stand-up, carefully thinking over the things she needs to keep in mind.
The most convenient part of the T-money card is its integration system. Whether you're traveling by subway, bus, or taxi, this one card can get you where you want to go.
T-money cards are not only used for transportation now, they can also be used to make purchases.
안녕하세요. 여기서 티머니 교통카드로 계산 결제되죠?
네.
혹시 저희 아리랑 TV 권소아 기자라고 하는데요. 혹시 저희가 여기서 그 카드를 이제 좀 사용하는 것을 조금 찍어도 될까요? 어떻게 사용하는지.
네, 그러셔요.
그래요? 네. 감사합니다.
네.
Soa wants to film the various ways the T-money card can be used.
사장님, 저 오는 길에 여기 스토리웨이 여기 편의점에 물어봤는데 촬영 가능하다고 하시는데 규모가 크지는 않아요. 네.
T-money cards can be purchased, refilled, and refunded at subway station offices or convenience stores in the nation.
여기다 대면은 되는 거예요?
아니, 여기요.
여기다가?
네, 바코드 찍고 여기다가.
The filming begins once the convenience store employee finishes her explanation. Life has become more convenient for everyone thanks to this smart card.
You can use the T-money card at around 50,000 places besides public transportation, and that's why I wanted to show the viewers one of the places that people mostly use the card to buy things besides the public transportation fee. And I myself do buy my bottle of water or snacks at the convenience store with my T-money card, and that's why I wanted to show that to the viewers too.
On that afternoon, Soa paid a visit to the Korea Smart Card Company, the firm that makes T-money cards. Korea's smart cards are also being exported and used overseas. Soa meets with the CEO of Korea's Smart Card and learns more about the history and future plans of the T-money card.
네, T-money 교통카드가 생긴 지 10년도 넘었는데 어떻게 탄생했는지 한 말씀 해주시면 감사하겠습니다.
서울시의 그 대중교통 정책을 효과적으로 수행하기 위해서 회사가 탄생했다고 보시면 됩니다. 수도권 거리 비례제에 따른 대중교통의 환승 할인 제도를 대표적으로 큰 차별점으로 뽑을 수 있겠습니다. 시민들이 자주 사용하는 그런 편의점이라든가 아니면 각종 그 가맹점들에서도 쉽게 사용할 수 있도록 그 사용의 범위를 넓혔습니다.
네, 이제 국내에서는 이렇게 많이 이미 확대가 됐는데, 근데 해외에서도 인기가 많다고 들었습니다. 뉴질랜드에서도 T-money 교통카드를 사용하고 있다고 들었는데, 해외에서 얼만큼 그 성공 비결이 무엇인지.
저희가 2008년도에 뉴질랜드의 웰링턴, 그다음에 오클랜드에서 저희 교통카드 단말기 시스템이 탑재돼서 현재도 우리가 서비스 중에 있습니다. 그래서 그 단말기를 통해서 카드를 찍게 되면 그 결과가 무선 통신망을 타고 한국으로 전송되고 여기서 다시 정산하는 그 과정을 거쳐서 다시 그 결과를 데일리로 다시 뉴질랜드에 전송을 하는 등 원격 운영 서비스를까지 저희가 하고 있습니다. 그 외에도 2011년에 말레이시아의 버스 시스템에 저희가 갖고 있는 단말기 시스템을 저희가 공급을 한 바 있고요.
네. 또 8월에 뉴욕에 그 티머니 아메리카 법인이 설립됐다고 들었는데 앞으로 이제 미국 진출도 하실 계획이신지?
지금 현재 저희가 동남아시아에 그렇게 집중을 하고 있지만 그와 병행해서 또 티머니 아메리카를 설립했습니다. 다양한 서비스를 발굴해서 우리가 확대를 해나갈 예정이고요. 적어도 연내에 티머니 아메리카에 이어서 또 다른 제2의 해외 법인을 우리가 설립 중에 있습니다.
네, 감사합니다.
The formal interview has ended, but Soa remains curious.
해외에서는 저희가 그런 첨단 기술을 가지고 현장에서 100만이 넘는 사람들이 이렇게 쓰게끔 된 부분에 대해서 굉장히 놀래하고 감동을 합니다. 삼성전자의 그 갤럭시폰이라든가 아니면 LG전자의 그 폰들이 나올 때마다 저희와 사전에 협의를 합니다. 그래서 어떻게 거기에 NFC 기능을 잘 설계하면 실질적으로 이제 버스나 아니면 지하철이나 택시에서 이렇게 태깅을 할 때마다 그러니까 오류 없이 잘 태깅이 되느냐 하는 것들까지 우리랑 사전에 설계를 같이 해서
또 기사화 시키겠습니다. 잘 녹여서.
고맙습니다.
네,
예,
감사합니다.
네.
Well, after the actual interview was done, my last question to Mr. Choi was if he himself wants to add anything. And that was when I really saw his passion in his eyes when he talked about the dream of his company. So I realized that he had more to say after the interview, so I didn't hesitate asking him more about anything he wanted to tell me. And he actually told me about how many prizes the company had won related to the technology that T-Money Card has. So that was pretty interesting because he talked about lots of technologies that were related to big data and also the NFC technology.
T-Money cards have become a part of our everyday lives thanks to the development of technology. The cards can be used in place of cash and paper tickets and are also used for mapping out the public transportation system. It's also become a profitable product as it's exported overseas. As the long Chuseok holiday came to an end, Soa paid another visit to a subway station.
그다음에 후토크 때 빨리 계단 내려가서 그 자판기 앞에서 해야 돼요.
It's the early morning, and Soa is busy preparing for her live connection with Korea Today.
It's also that works with this technology, so you just have to tag your card here. And then
Soa carefully goes over every movement and gesture.
하고 어떻게 여기서요? 네.
It's 10 minutes before airtime. The first live link-up is at the ticket gate, where she will go in after placing her T-Money card on the reader.
And choose an item. 네, stand by.
For more on the T-Money card, we connect live to our Kwon Soa, who is out at a subway station in southern Seoul. Good morning, Soa.
Good morning, Jinju. It's gradually getting busy here at the station as morning commuters are heading back to work after the long extended Chuseok holiday and have been exchanged by the sounds of beeps like this, and you're good to go. But the T-Money card has not stopped evolving. In what way? Let's take a look.
More convenient, more compatible, more stylish.
Soa goes down to the train platform quickly while the video is playing. That's where the second link-up will take place.
Card, adding that another major location is in talks to expand on the smart card service,
Making it possible for this particular card to be used for various purposes.
While Korea Smart Card's NFC technology or near-field...
We all have our fast-paced days, but all of us need some time to think.
Against the card reader like this, and then...
Reporter Kwon Soa always thinks everything over carefully in great detail.
Here is my snap.
We hope to see more of her wisdom in future news packages.
Well, I realized how much the smart card, the smart transportation card is already integrated into our lives, and that it will be even more expanding, also as it will be expanding into other countries around the world. And I actually totally forgot that 10 years ago I was a user of the paper tickets, the subway tickets, and I paid cash when I rode the bus. So that kind of made me think that the world is changing very fast, and although I'm not that old, it felt like the old method of paying for public transportation is already forgotten in the minds of the people. So that made me kind of nostalgic, but also I was a little worried about the world is becoming too smart now these days.